4 weeks had passed since the fall of the Archaeopolis of Rhine. Swift on the heels of their victory, the Buckram continued their southward march. Their advance proceeded, until they met an unyielding line of fierce Wallister and Galgastani resistance. This left the Golborza plain locked in a bitter stalemate, with neither side able to score the decisive blow needed to gain the upper hand. Abuna Prancet, leader of the Buckram armies, needed a quick solution. Their forces stood equally matched. Should Duke Ronwe succeed in bringing the whole of the Galgastani army to his side, the scales would tilt sharply in the Duke's favour. The Abuna beseeched the Dark Knights for aid, yet they showed no signs of stirring from Fidok Castle. Unsure as he was of his own forces, Duke Ronwe took little consolation in the Dark Knight's restraint. In private, he had begun to wonder whether the pact they had struck still held. Now, both sides waited for the stone that would tip the balance in their favour.
What am I to do with you, Barbas, huh? One cannot deny your insubordination. To act without leave of the High Champion is strictly forbidden, whatever the circumstance. Time and again you were ordered to return, and each time you've ignored your orders. Only now do you deign to grace these halls. I am galled.
Galling, yes. The obstinate lout. Go on. Beg forgiveness.
You talk too much, Martin, and I have an ill temper.
What was I to do? Deny the Regent? Impossible.
We do not answer to Branton. Speak true. You learned that the Zenobian knights were in Rime and sought to do battle. Is it not so?
Enough, Balsaphon. What's done is done.
Welcome back, Lord Commander. Ah, I see Ozma and Oz accompany you.
What word of the Wallister?
They rally their troops on Golborza, yet they do not make to march.
I should think not. The Duke has but a tenuous grasp on Galgastan. Dispatch an envoy. Explain our position to the Duke, and renew our vow to remain unaligned.
And the Buckram? I cannot imagine the Regent sits idle.
Brandon will be made Hierophant, his age-old wish fulfilled. If that does not content him, nothing will. Controlling the Isles is not our mandate, nor can we afford the Zenobians to perceive elsewise. If we are to avoid giving them cause to intervene in Valeria, we must shun the sword in favor of the olive branch. So long as we are the advocates of peace, they dare not act. Is that clear, Barbas?
Aye.
I'm sending you to Heim.
But Heim is leagues from the front.
Steady, Barbas. I do not intend for you to serve as a castellan for the Regent, if that is your fear. Abuna Prancet was being held in Heim Castle. Unfortunately, a band of rebels saw fit to free him.
What?
The work of the Liberation Front, no doubt. Regardless, I would prefer our true task remain secret. Manaflora's whereabouts elude us. And now, the Abuna, the only man who might know, has gone missing as well. Barbas, I task you with a mission of utmost import. Recapture Abuna Prancet, whatever the cost.
Yes, Lord Commander.
The two of you are to deal with the Liberation Front. Too long have we suffered them to move unchecked.
On the honor of House Glacius, my brother and I will see it so.
Common rabble. There'll be little trouble.
And Doris's search for Manaflora is to continue. You and Martin are to proceed with our negotiations with the Duke.
As my lord wishes, so shall it be.
part of the Galgastani have joined our cause?
Half their men, perhaps a little more. Another third have deserted.
Then the rest are loyalists who will cleave to Balbatos until the bitter end.
Few as they are, they were the backbone of his army, the best of the best. Their support in the crofts and villages runs deep. They'll not fall easily.
Who better to see that they do? Spare not a moment.
It shall be done.
The Bakram show no signs of moving further south. There's solace in that. Perhaps some faint breath remains in our pact with the Dark Knights. Let us send another envoy and remove all doubt. And you, my hero of Goliath, are to hunt down Vice Bozek, who fled behind the enemy's lines scarce a month past.
Must we avenge ourselves upon him?
You do not understand the creature you hunt. Indeed, he must seem a strange species to you. You and I share common conviction, however different our methods and means. Else why would you have returned to my halls? Vice is different. He fights not for convictions or ideals, but out of some base bloodlust. Unguided by higher philosophy, he acts without thought. Judged by your measure, he is useless, and how that must enrage him. Now he thrusts this rage at you, his one-time friend, a hero to all the world. I had held out hope that Vice might return this past month, but too much time has passed. Were we to wait any longer, we risk him becoming a grave threat to our resistance.
But to put a price on his head, is that not going too far?
It pains me, truly. But it is the needful course, Kashua.
Will you say nothing in his defense, Denham?
Do not look for Vice to return. Not while I'm still here.
As ever, my words fall on deaf ears. Fine, do as you like.
Kashua!
Let her go, Denham.
Then we are agreed? Ah, I'd nearly forgotten. Sir Mirden has returned.
He has. Were there any others?
He and Warren, that's all. Warren suffered a grievous wound. No doubt a visit from you would do much to cheer him.
The men stand ready, Sir Leona.
I will join them with all haste. Denham, let's away. I know this sits ill with you, but it is our duty. I make my offer one final time. Answer me, and your lives will be spared. Who leads your band of stragglers, and where is he? Your answer.
You may take a Galgastani knight's freedom, Leona, but never his pride. We do not sell friends, not even for the unkindest price. Would you do any different?
I suppose I wouldn't. Very well.
Then...
Then we shall hold a public execution. However, in deference to your honor, we will not bind you and will furthermore arm you as befits your former station. If you truly desire freedom, fight for it.
Clansmen of Galgastan, tell our wives and children of how we died here today, of our last service to our homeland, and tell them to avenge us.
Words in the wind, soldier. Our ears are deaf to your cries. We know you who pledge fealty to Balbatos are the true blight upon this land.
Glory!
Canopus! And Denim too. I'm glad to see you both well.
And you, Sir Mirden.
How is he?
The Starseer remains lost in the mists of sleep, but he draws breath and is whole of body.
That is well then. And Lancelot and Gildas, have they not returned?
I've seen neither since the night of the Bakram attack.
It was Sir Gildas who saved me from the Dark Knight's swords that night. Would that I had been warrior enough to return the favor.
I'm sure both will return unharmed. And besides, there was little you could do. I hear you search for Weiss. You know where he makes his den?
No, but there is a price on his head. Not many places where a wanted man can hide.
Indeed.
He would have to go to ground, or well under it, to hide from both the Resistance and what remains of the Galgastoni.
Aye. As we were leaving Rhyme, I received report that a company led by an unnamed Dark Knight had taken to the high road. A commander he was, called to Heim to help defend the town from partisans.
Of course, these partisans must be the Liberation Front. They intend to strike the fortress at Bode, I'm sure of it. If Weiss should be there...
They'll have his head in a sack by morn.
We ought make for Heim at once, Denham. How will you ride, Mirden?
With your party, of course. Denham, I know you serve his grace, but I also know you would not leave Weiss to die an ignoble death. Good. Let us ride.
Gave us quite a chase, Abuna. But now it's back to Heim for you.
Godless woman. You killed them all.
Our work is done, Oz. We withdraw.
Hold, sister. I've another prize. The leader of the rabble. Bring her forward. Slew every Bakram soldier that marched with us from Rhyme, this one did. A real firebrand. But she doesn't hold a candle to you, dear sister.
Kill me and have done with it.
Saria, you live!
Forgive me, Abuna. This is not how I meant to meet again.
You've no cause to seek forgiveness. It is I who have troubled you.
If you see my father, tell him his daughter met an honorable death. Is this touching melodrama played out? Take him away.
Think not on the grave, Saria, live, and know they dare not kill me.
What do you plan to do with her, Oz?
She'll make a fine gift for the High Champion, I should think.
Oh, I recall no order to take her alive. Besides, look at her. She'd sooner choke on her own tongue than go a willing captive.
Her eyes give the truth to your words. What am I to do with her, sister?
You rely on me too much, little brother. Decide for yourself.
Ooh, such bile. So be it. But where to begin? Darkest lords of We Review, grab fast these legs and drag them down.
You've a wicked streak, Oz. Enjoy your games, but don't tarry too long.
Run, if you can. Name your conspirators and the location of their fastness, and I'll spare your meager life.
Damn! We're too late! Saria, we're coming!
I've drunk my fill of these Wallister dregs. A dark night's work is never done.
you unharmed?
More vermin come out of the woodwork? Oh, this place teems with you rabble.
Why have you come back, Volkert? Leave this place while you can. You walked away from the Liberation Front. This is not your battle.
You might show a bit more gratitude to a man who's come to save your life. Regardless, you will not be so easily rid of me. The Front is oath-sworn to aid those in peril.
Senseless blather. The Liberation Front is dead. We hacked its body to bits with our swords. Only the head, such as it is, remains.
So long as we have friends of like conviction, we will never fall to you!
You're a formidable lot. Still rabble, yet perhaps not so common.
Now that you know your enemy, you would do well to lay down your sword. To do otherwise is to throw yourself upon it.
You dare threaten me, base-born knave? How I hate these wretched isles and all who dwell upon them! You squabble over Valeria like beggars over scraps. The sooner she is rid of you, the better.
Show him no quarter!
If you had an inkling of all this world encompassed, you would know the piddling place you held in it. But you do not. And so are your isles forever mired in blood and death.
You and your kind brought this war to our shores!
No, you have summoned us here. We come to quiet the storm. We bring order where there is chaos, peace where there is war.
Do all Knights of Lotus mantle themselves in such twisted truths?
The dwarf lectures the giant? You are more fool than I thought. Lotus is a land of kings. Think you we care about the scraps of some unruly rabble? What can you know? You who hasten toward your own destruction. Destroy yourselves as you like, but do not visit your ruin upon us.
You there, Dark Knight. Do you always justify your own misdeeds by finding fault in others?
Ah, the listless drawl of a Zenobian. You must be Canopus. We encountered your countrymen at Rhyme.
Oh, how?
Any truth to the rumors that you were driven from your homeland? Ah, such a sad tale. What's this now? The color has fled your cheek.
If you set out to anger me, job's done. I'll carve you like a roast.
It's a dark day sees the likes of you get the better of me.
My friends may be lost, but my battle is not over. Denim, your father, Abuna Prancet, he lives. We held him safe in our care until a short while ago.
What? How? Where is he?
The Dark Knights left with him just before you arrived.
Why would they bestir themselves over one man?
The Dark Knights care nothing for who rules the Isles. Denim, it is your father, Prancet Pavel, whom they seek.
What could they possibly want with him?
I know little more than you, but I can offer one piece of the puzzle. They seek someone, or something, called Mana Flora. Whatever it may be, they are bent on finding it. And there is but one man who knows where it is.
My father.
Your father holds the key to this war.
What? So Goliath was all just to capture my father?
You had best leave. There's no knowing when they might return.
And what will you do, sister?
I mean to help Abuna Prancet.
Alone? Foolishness! What can you hope to accomplish? She'll not listen to me. Perhaps you could dissuade her from this madness.
Madness is a bit... well, yes. What if you were to come with us?
I'm sorry, but I will not serve under a duke who sanctions the slaughter of innocents. Besides, I have my own duties as head of the Liberation Front. I owe it to our fallen to carry on.
Oh, sister.
Look after Sistina for me.
Father lives. I must tell Koshua.